Ellie Morgan had just graduated from college and returned to her hometown of Asheville, Oregon, a quiet place surrounded by misty forests and forgotten houses. One particular house stood out, the last one on Asheville Lane. Abandoned since before she was born, it was whispered about in school hallways and feared by adults. One rainy evening, Ellie took a shortcut past that house while walking home. The gate creaked open behind her. She turned, heart racing, but no one was there. She rushed home, blaming the wind. That night, she couldn't sleep. Her phone kept vibrating, unknown number, no message. At 3:13 a.m., she received a photo. It was blurry, but it looked like the Asheville Lane house. A figure stood at the top window. Terrified, Ellie decided to investigate the next day. She returned to the house during daylight. The door was slightly ajar. Inside, everything was covered in dust, but nothing looked broken. It was like the house had been lived in recently. On the wall, old photos hung, of a girl who looked exactly like Ellie. She backed away. Her name was carved into the wood floor, Ellie Morgan, 1999, the year she was born. Suddenly, the door slammed shut. Footsteps echoed upstairs. She tried to leave, but the handle wouldn't budge. She screamed, running up the stairs to find a way out. But the hallway twisted endlessly. Every door she opened led to the same room, a child's bedroom with a cracked mirror and a doll sitting on the bed. The doll turned its head. "You came back," it whispered in a childlike voice. Ellie collapsed, screaming. She woke up in her bed, sweating. It was daylight. A dream? Her phone buzzed. A photo again, the doll, smiling now with Ellie sleeping in the background. Ending twist. Ellie was never just Ellie. She was born in that house but adopted after her real parents mysteriously vanished. The house had been waiting for her return, and it wasn't letting her go this time. Ellie stared at the photo on her phone. The doll's eyes glowing, her own body asleep in the background. Her breath caught in her throat. "I need to get out of this town," she whispered, grabbing her suitcase. She rushed to the train station. As the train arrived, she felt a cold breath on her neck. She turned around, no one. She boarded anyway. As she sat down, a small girl sat beside her. Pale skin, black eyes, holding a familiar doll. "You forgot this," the girl said, handing it to Ellie. She screamed, and the train car emptied in an instant. No one else saw the girl. Ellie threw the doll onto the tracks and ran back to town. She went to the public records office, desperate for answers. After hours of searching, she found something chilling. A news article from 1999. It showed a couple found dead in their home on Asheville Lane. Their infant daughter had vanished, presumed dead. The photo in the article? Her own baby picture. She wasn't adopted. She had escaped. Or she was let go. The house had been waiting for her to come back and finish what was never finished. That night, Ellie decided to confront it once and for all. She went back to the house with a flashlight and a recorder. The moment she stepped inside, the air grew heavy. A voice whispered, "She's finally home." As she moved deeper, the walls bled words. "Welcome back, Ellie." She reached the upstairs room again. This time, the mirror reflected not her own face, but the little girl, the ghost of her baby self. The doll was in her arms. "You were supposed to stay," the ghost said, smiling. The mirror shattered. Ellie fell backward into darkness. 1 week later, police found the house sealed shut. No signs of Ellie. Her phone lay on the front porch. The last video on it showed her whispering in the dark, eyes wide, saying, "If you ever come to Asheville Lane, don't enter the last house. I never left. I'm still here, watching." Ending note. From that day, anyone who passed by the house claimed to see a young woman in the upstairs window, holding a doll, smiling. And every year, on the same day, someone else vanishes. The house never forgets. And now, Ellie is part of it. Forever.